Get on My Level 2023 happened this past weekend, and it was perhaps the craziest tournament we've seen in a very long time. Not just in terms of the many upsets that took place over the 3 days of GOML, but also because of the crazy issues that plagued its production on Sunday. Let me get this disclaimer out of the way first and foremost. For pretty much every top 32 set that wasn't top 8, they were all streamed on a quad stream because the main stream went down on Sunday. Remember when I said in my patchwork video that I didn't want to have to use quad stream Vods for these videos? Well, some demon must have heard me say that and decided to sabotage GOML's main stream. Don't worry, the top 8 Vods are intact, thankfully. Well, enough of that disclaimer. Let's get right into our top 8 recap of Get On My Level 2023. Real quick before we begin, just want to remind you that if you want to support my content, you can become a patron on my Patreon or a member on this YouTube channel. Links to both venues are in the description. First things first, let's go over our Losers 8th sets, those being Spargo vs. Light and Tweak vs. Riddles. Now, if you just got whiplash from hearing all those names fighting it out for 7th, remember this tourney was Upset City. You're gonna have to get used to seeing your favorite names in Losers. Let's start off by going over Tweak vs. Riddles, shall we? Starting off with Tweak. Tweak came into the weekend as the 2nd seed and started off the weekend by making it through pools and his first set of top 128 without being taken to a decisive game. However, Tweak would actually come up against a very big hiccup at this point, as Tweak lost against Big Duck Hunt Fan 7000 in a 3-1 loss. Tweak actually reportedly played Wolf during the set, since the Diddy Kong Duck Hunt matchup is very Duck Hunt favored. This upset was an upset factor 13 win, one of the biggest we've seen at a major of this size, and perhaps cementing Big Duck Hunt Fan as certifiably in contention for the best duck hunt in the world, her only competition likely being Sekai Doggo. Tweak had a long way to go to make it into top 8. But after winning one more set to make top 32, Tweak's losers run would be defined by nail-biting Game 5 sets against other top players for placements outside of the top 12. Namely, Tweak went to Game 5 against Rox, DeBuzz, and Larry Lur, managing to win out against all of them, with the set against DeBuzz notably being a reverse 3-0 after Tweak switched from Diddy to Sephiroth. And the only downside of this run was that we didn't get to see Larry Lur in top 8. But it wasn't time for top 8 just yet. Tweak still had to win one more set against one more top player, Meister. Tweak would take the set 3-0, cementing his place in top 8 with this dominating performance. Now let's take a look at who he would be facing. Riddles. Riddles came into the event as a 6th seed and started off the weekend by making it through pools, but just like Tweak, got upset in top 128, this time being Riddles' first set out of pools, with Riddles losing 3-1 to Shu, who you may remember from my Low Tide City video, and who is quickly becoming one of my favorite hidden bosses in the United States. And if Riddles being upset early in bracket by a player named Shu rings a bell to you, it should, as Shu also beat Riddles at Double Down 2022, also extremely early on in bracket. This means that Shu is now up 2-0 in a lifetime record against Riddles, something that not a lot of people can claim, and additionally showing that her victories were not flukes. Hey, remember, we're at Upset City right now. Speaking of upsets, Shu's win over Riddles this past weekend was an upset factor 8 win and sent Riddles down into losers very early. After beating Catalyst 3-0, Riddles then went up against and defeated Ling, our 2nd place finisher from my patchwork video, in a very close Game 5 set in order to make it out of top 128. Just like Tweak, Riddles had a great losers run that would be defined by close sets with top players. First, Riddles 3-1 to Jen, the only set for a while that Riddles would have that wouldn't go to a Game 5. This is because Riddles had 3 Game 5s in a row, defeating Goblin, Kameme, and an MK Big Boss, all in Game 5 sets. And you know what, this makes me curious. Do you guys think that this streak of Game 5 wins is more or less impressive than Tweak's streak of 3 Game 5 wins over Rox, DeBuzz, and Larry? Let me know in the comments. I want to see what y'all think and maybe start a war down there in the process. From here, Riddles only had to take one more set to make it into top 8. In the end, we saw the Riddles Ken come out in a disrespectful Game 3 win, Riddles having a 3-0 sweep before making it into top 8. Now it was time for Riddles and Tweak to fight it out in Losers 8ths to see which of the two of them could continue their massive losers runs.
At the beginning of Ultimate with Ultimate Melee, but we got He did it, and the Kazuya out. It's time to get into it. I think get a little cheeky with it.
He said it's leg day, bro.
Hold up.
I've been in the gym hall. He said it's leg day indeed. Porter coming through the big way, even in the stock count out. Now, of course, Percent's telling a slightly different story. There's the 8 frames of pain right there. The God fist right into the B. That's going to shut it down.
Who hopping?
Oh my goodness. Yes, that's right. They're clearing some space right now in the corner. Banana Peel is in hand right now. I don't think Kazi can get any more dangerous than that. And yes, Cabana Gravarino is going to get Tweak right about it. This Kazi.
Like that.
Oh, no. He said, put some legs up. Mine's the one that's, man, bro, come on. Clean stuff right here. Oh, wait a minute. I see how that. Yeah. Forgot about that. Just in case y'all forgot, Diddy Kong got some stuff too. For off the points of movement and mobility right here on Tweak's behalf. And I think he heard you loud and clear. Riddles really struggling to chase him down. Same can't be said for Tweak though. I got you right where I want you. Okay. Coming through right now the big one. Oh yeah. Are you okay? It's the age-old question, TK. Are you okay? If you are, I'm about to change that up for you, said Terry. Clean stuff right there. Courtesy of that down tilt as well too. Relatively safe on shield and pretty darn quick as well too. So you can toss options like that up close and personal on Diddy Kong. Oh my goodness, I got some options for you. Yelling at the developers right now, man.
Okay, burning knuckle in deeper, like you see him, man. Trying to create a little space here. Couple
Hey!
Jumping, it's enough!
So is that gold meter, TK? I'm scared it is.
Yeah, man, hold up, bro. Like, might not see it for too long.
Oh, what the hell? Riddles trying to bring something a little bit different to the table under understanding. Okay, I know he's going to try to fake me out. Can't allow him to have any fun, but Tweak said if there's a will, there's most certainly adapter. That's right, got to keep it as safe as possible right now. Riddles, of course, scouting out. Riddles understands his character's glowing red right now. He's about to turn it into something dangerous, if you will, right here, TK. Tweak out of the picture on that first stop, but so is that rage.
Yeah, so oh, wait a minute. This could be it. Okay, doesn't try to.
Hey! What the hell? Whoa! Off the board. Banana Peel already in hand right now and not monkey flipping unless he absolutely needs to. Playing at the ledge. You can't hang out there forever. No longer in.
He's dead.
That's right.
For sure. Whoa! What a dominant fifth game right there from Riddles. Crazy combo to take that second stock. I'll take that. We saw that.
In the end, Riddles defeated Tweak in Game 5, starting off our video today with a banger set. Riddles got to move on, and Tweak was eliminated at 7th, but we've got many more bangers to come over the course of today's video. Let's pivot over and talk about Light versus Spargo. Light came into the event as the 3rd seed and started off the weekend by making it out of pools, actually making it out of top 128 without being upset. Would you look at that? However, speaking of upsets, Light's luck wouldn't quite carry into top 32, as Light then lost in a close Game 5 set to Meister, who is a tad bit of a bracket demon for Light, since the Fox Game & Watch matchup is notoriously bad for Fox, and combined with Meister's skill, proved to be enough to send Light down to losers. After losing that set, Light defeated MPG 3-1 before going on to 3-1 Mr. R as well. Light only had to win one more set to make it into top 8, and that set would be against a familiar opponent, MK Leo. In the end, Light defeated Leo in yet another 3-1, making top 8 and eliminating Leo at 9th place. Pivoting over to Spargo, Spargo came into the event as the 1st seed and started off by making top 32, only dropping one game in the process and notably defeating both Carflow and Dark Wizzy to make top 32. Here in top 32, Spargo 3-0'd Siski impressively before going up against and losing to Zomba in winner's quarters. That's right, Zomba beat Spargo in Rob vs Aegis, one of Rob's notoriously bad matchups. And I don't want to spoil too much, but let's just say that GOML 2023 was not a good tournament for Aegis fans. Now in losers, Spargo only had to win one more set to make it into top 8, that being his set against Kurama. In the end, Spargo would defeat Kurama in a Game 5 set, moving into top 8 to finally throw down versus Light.
Is that Canadian legislation?
Right, because I don't know nothing about that.
All right, here we go. It is indeed the cloud that's going to come out, though, so.
Defensive options certainly on the ready, but here's the short hop cross slash. A bit of a mix-up. You caught in that corner on your way up early on the dash attack, but rest assured, I'm spinning the block on it.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. Oh, managed to roll out this top, look right back into it. He's like, hey, where you going, bro?
That's right. I'm where you at. I'm where you at. I'm where you at. Mess out of each other. They understand they get so much off of a short hop in. You gotta put a stop to the madness though.
Yeah, unfortunately his jump is gone.
Okay. Okay.
Man, he's trying to do it to him for sure, and if that would have hit. Oh, wait, speaking of doing
He's doing things! He's doing things! These things are getting done!
So if you're gonna take any damage, best case scenario, that's probably the one. However, that's gonna be enough. Yep, we are out of here, and with
I don't know what to call it yet. Hold up.
Okay. Okay, sit down, boy. Like, sit down and get out, bro.
But sometimes I'm in the idle position. I'll stand still. I'll wait it out.
The positioning here of him on the stage, though, this is a very low recovery. You can't get back from that.
That's off the backward.
Hey, I said, hi to everybody. Got that go play. Hey, y'all be easy now.
Y'all be easy, okay?
Yeah. Hey, you be easy right there. Easy spike.
Backer's going to be there to catch you. Okay. I said it once, I'll say it again. That's -3. But wait a minute. Dash attack coming through.
Oh, he getting a little overzealous, so he's now off the stage. Hey! You know you can't roll on that, boy. The climb hazard lifts that man.
Spargo defeated Light 3-1, moving on and eliminating Light at 7th. Before we can check in on Spargo's and Riddles' losers runs, we have to go over winners semifinals, that being Zomba versus Sonics, and Tilde versus XX Buntai Fan 94,000 XX. Okay, who snuck this joke name into my script? That's his tag? Oh boy. Let's go ahead and start with Tilde versus Mr. Buntai Fan over here, since I'm sure that's piqued your curiosity. Now, all jokes aside, Buntai Fan's tag isn't actually Buntai Fan. The people in their scenes seem to know them as Midnight, but for our purposes today, we'll use the tag that is much more globally known, Atreus. Atreus came into the weekend as the 86th seed, a very impressive SPR already, but we'll get to that in due time. Atreus started off the weekend by making it into top 32, only dropping 2 games in their close Game 5 set with Demon in order to make top 32. Notably, Atreus also beat Hungrybox. Here, Atreus got another impressive win by 3-0ing Mr. R, making it into winners quarterfinals, the top 8 qualifier, versus Meister. In the end, Atreus won the Game 5 set, finishing it off with a 3 stock on Meister, having an upset Factor 5 victory and moving into top 8 winner's side versus Tilde. Tilde, speaking of which, came into the event as the 26th seed, starting off the weekend by making top 32, only dropping 2 games and notably defeating Revolver the Roy on the way. Now in top 32, Tilde got an amazing upset with a 3-1 victory over Karama, which put Tilde into the winner's top 8 qualifier. After winning that set in a 3-1, Tilde moved on into winner semifinals to finally fight Atreus.
There was a decent amount of Falcons out there, but he's been like one that is placing, I think, the highest as of late.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna see why if he can get some of those great combos. Can't get much more. I thought he was maybe trying to go for the double spike, but that's gonna work though. Still not close enough to the edge to actually get the stock. That's usually the way the Falcons do it. Oh, the weight! He knew he was too. All right, gotta wait. Gotta get back down to the ground, manage to do it. Safe air dodge to the inside, but not too safe. So he's able to get back in there looking for that spike. That's gonna be enough. Yes, it is. That up smash, unlike that melee up smash, he is swinging right now. Okay. Pop another shot. The dash tag is gonna hit, push him off the stage, but still got a lot of work for Atreus to make. Oh. Okay, loving the recoveries angles, and also using this outward. Yeah, nobody actually gets hit on that one.
And I can see how, you know, Atreus has gotten this far as well, too. I think, yeah, I'm seeing just shades of, like, very early method. Oh, okay. Showcasing how good his back here is as well. Oh, explosive flame. That should be enough to do it until they get sent sky high right sides. Feeling each other out, coming up to the final moments of this game, and I love the positioning right here from Tilde, holding down center stage. But as I drift down to the black.
We're gonna step on you.
That's right. That's without question. Okay, there goes back. Oh, what you gonna do? What is the answer back to that move, especially that close to the legend stage? I see what the
answer. Not find that last hit. 155 though. I mean, a lot of things should be able to take the stock here and could potentially be looking for the kiss of death. One more time. Is that gonna be enough? Wow, there it is.
Around ice survived by Lithified today, but the explosive flame burning the wings right up, even stocks across the board. But hey, One perfectly placed up tilt, or hell, just back there up with space handle.
Wait, but honestly, bro, it's got a little better range here in this game than compared to the others. Gets the back end though, 156. So that is a lot that he has to work. Look out for it. The back end from across the square. He evaporated. Get him out of here. That means my man is moving on.
Tilde would win the Game 5 banger set, moving on into winners finals and sending Atreus down to fight Spargo. But we'll get to that in a minute. For now, let's take a look at Zomba versus Sonics. Zomba came into the weekend as the 9th seed, which seems a tad low to me, but hey, what do I know? Zomba started off the weekend by making it to top 32, only dropping one game on the way there, the least of anyone we've covered so far. From here, Zomba got 2 phenomenal wins back-to-back in 2 terrible matchups for Rob, with Zomba defeating Kameme in a Game 5 set and Spargo in a 3-1, which I talked about earlier, but I'll show you the end of that set now. With Spargo defeated, Zomba moved on into winter semifinals against Sonics. Sonics, Speak of the Hedgehog, came into the event as the 5th seed, starting off the weekend by making it into top 32, only dropping one game to Goblin on the way. This one game taken off of Sonics might not seem too impressive on Goblin's end now, but give it a minute. You'll see why Goblin should be very proud of this game win. Sonics went on to 3-0 to Buzz, moving into winners quarters to face off against his old foe, MK Leo, the runback from Wave Dash 2023. In the end, Sonics would 3-0 MK Leo, defeating both his Corrin and his Aegis. Many players have looked at Aegis like the solution against Sonic, but Sonics defeated the Aegis handedly, and this would not be the last time we'd see Sonics win against Aegis in this tourney. But for now, it was time for Sonics and Zomba to face off in winners semifinals.
Nicole, Damaso, Ezra, I see y'all. I know y'all watching. Let's lock it in right now. Pokemon,
ushering them out, bro. Sir, you need to leave.
You need to leave.
There's the back air, but wasn't enough. However, my man's got to catch the depth his way back to the stage at the very least. Caught him rolling in on that one.
Right, so the down air in place right there was the bait. The F smash was the real threat, my friend. Whoa. Okay, spring. Oh my goodness! Sonics! Well, I want the white side and the red side. That's what Nair can do for you, my friend. Okay, fakes him out up air, man. Good Lord, no falling up airs like we've seen in that last game too. Got a lot of magic off of that, but it's all about just the normal up airs here. No hitbox and recovery. And he's starting to bleed out some oil right now. Starting to bleed out some oil right now. Getting for one of Rob's strongest boxing tools. Not quite able to see it because again the Protoss has been so ambiguous. But he said there's a will, there's most definitely a way with this back throw. Whoa! Don't ever jump on me, bro. I got anti-air. Like at times, you want to lean into the laser. You want to get in and get out and get your right hit smart on him. He's probably going to try to tech down or maybe roll behind him. Down smash going to cover both sides right there. Ample damage. On the top of it, ample damage. Here's that back throw, and CI up here in these early exchanges. I know it's a task easier said than done, I feel like, for Rob having to deal with Sonic, but, we got to see what happened in that game.
That should be enough. Yeah.
You tried it. Great option right there, man, by just an even better one. And the Zomba, of course, say, I don't miss these. I practice these in the gym. Okay, this is my favorite go-to shot. Oh, but wait a minute.
That one still. Zomba, though, doing a really good job. He's kind of making some level of a comeback here on this second stock. I mean, this is even, and he still might actually lose this stock right here. Oh,
homing attack. I'm homed in. Oh, no, don't even. Wow.
Where could he go?
Whoa.
Where could he go? The robot was like,
in the end, Sonics defeated Zomba in a dominant 3-0, sending Zomba down into losers' quarters. This meant that Sonics and Tilde would face off in winners finals. But before we get to that, let's check back into our 2 losers quarter sets, Atreus versus Spargo and Zomba versus Riddles. Since we were just talking about Zomba, let's take a look at Zomba versus Riddles first.
Tangle with both characters. Very innovative.
Yeah, I pressed nothing back here. I'm just talking. I'm not doing anything but talking. We got to aside, but got to do a better job actually in keeping them locked down. Doesn't do it this time, so just gets scooped up by that up air, sent out. Riddles one good electric away, finds it immediately.
If there's a will, there's most certainly a way.
You got to watch out because you know he's still got that armor. Riddles will pull the trigger.
That's right. He's working on it right now. Oh, no armor needed. Whoa, no armor needed. It was the
throwing the hands right now for sure in the end. Oh, throwing all kind of hands right there. Hold that. Hit it with the rapid hands for sure. But Ben to win. That's again.
Ring cycle. You running it back.
Oh, that's a jump rod.
Oh, goodbye.
Oh, goodbye. Yeah, you're a card. Yeah, no, he's going to get tacked off this stock.
Hey!
Yeah. Yo.
How the hell you doing?
Mr. Mishima.
Oh
my God.
Hold on.
Mr. Rob.
Prime position right here for Kazi to be in. But a situation shift right here. I spin, and most importantly, I win out here. I'm too big.
Okay, I wasn't sure how the DI was looking this time around, and he's out of the rage though. Riddles kind of lost his cheese factor. Oh, he's dead.
Well, not like this. Zomba closed it out 3-1 on the hometown.
In the end, Zomba would defeat Riddles in a 3-1 set, moving on in bracket and eliminating Riddles at 5th. By the way, I actually plan on making a video purely about Riddles at GOML in the coming days, as Riddles not only placed top 8 in Smash Bros, but placed in the top 8 in Street Fighter 6 as well, something that not a lot of players could ever accomplish. Look forward to that in the coming days when I take y'all down to Memphis. Either way, it was time for the other side of Losers Quarters, Spargo versus Atreus, where Spargo opted to go Aegis instead of his trademark Cloud.
I just, they say the first thing that goes to eyes when you get old. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Here we go from Atreus. It's so powerful. We getting grabbed. Oh, dash attack. Hold on a second. Me and Ice, we work out in the same gym. When I tell you we're going to up being a neutral, damn it, we're going to up being this neutral. And you going to back it up. Great stuff. Now, oh, whoa. Who said Palu's counter ain't good? Wasn't me. It wasn't me.
It's crazy how like her understanding and like play of both your characters to take a solid win. And so like still that was a godlike situation right there. Actually that was a Pam combo. Got everybody involved on that one.
Pam. No Gina, just Pam. Oh my goodness. Palutena right there closing it out.
That's foolish. Anyway,
I need an LG ride. LG, can we talk about it though?
All right.
Give me and TK a ring. Don't play with me. Oh my goodness. And I'm a ring. And I'm a, wow, my God.
Yeah.
Well.
Got to go. We're
on the phone. Oh. You might want to get pirate. Where is she? There she is.
Okay, a little early on the draw on that down tilt. Could have led to something crazy. Oh, that was a big read.
Now you know.
I'm not sure who was going to hear. No.
That's right.
Yo, big fan.
We've all been there. I said, bro, read the room.
All right. The up air. So wait a minute. Can he? No, he cannot.
That's right.
He's gone.
I said, what's your
He's not. He's living on borrowed time for sure. Hold up.
Oh, yeah.
Just get off my stage real quick.
That's right. Get up out of here.
I like that. It covered the space at the ledge, so he couldn't even. Oh, you jumped? It's not on me.
You know better.
Anti-airs.
That's right. I wrote the book on these, my friend, and the illustrations.
In the end, Spargo defeated Atreus 3-1, eliminating Atreus at 5th as the 86th seed, a total SPR of +8, and allowing Spargo to move on in bracket. Now, why did Spargo go Aegis? It could be because of the matchup. Palu down tilt is lethal for Cloud's recovery after all, but I think another and more useful reason is that Spargo wanted to warm up the Aegis. After all, Spargo was about to go up against Zomba for the run back from winners quarterfinals, and let's not forget that Sonics is still on Spargo's hit list if he wants to win this tournament. But before we get into losers semifinals, we're actually going to cover winners finals first. Sonics versus Tilde.
Maybe even camp them, trying to return fire. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, look at that tag. No morals. You know what that
Effective.
Suddenly this man is right back in it. Sonics was getting the better of him for really like the first 45 seconds of the game, but since then it's been all Tilde all the time. It's Sonics is 0. You can see he's very much more comfortable with this play style than his opponent is. Tilde gonna have to warm up on that, but there we go. Same thing, 13 seconds on the clock.
There it is.
Thoughts and prayers, brother.
Best of luck trying to find that opening, and the elusiveness of Sonics really continues to pan out.
Wow, the tech all the way under the stage and not ready for the start of something beautiful for Tilde, perhaps. Of course, one of the best characters at turning one hit into several more, but jumps a little bit too high. Yeah, not sweet spotting the ledge. That's good.
Or is he going to slow it down? That's what I'm looking to see at the moment.
I feel like you got to get that stock lead before you start trying to time this guy out, right? Because Sonic has a lot of damage output, very solid combo game of his own, so you can't feel too safe until you actually see a full lead. Wow.
Yeah,
time.
that's facts. my goodness.
Oh, no.
And what I like about that from Sonics is kind of recognizing where Tilde wanted to go with that recovery and just staying on stage, the more optimal punish, and it led to a stock. Sonics playing on a completely different level right now as Tilde struggles just to get this first one. And oh my goodness, I don't know what, I mean, I guess he was going back to New York early.
Well,
my man went all the way.
In the end, Sonics defeated Tilde 3-0, moving on into grand finals. Do you see why I said that Goblin should be proud of his one game taken? Because that's the only game Sonics has dropped on his way to grand finals winner's side. Tilde dropped down into losers finals, where he would have to face the winner of the runback, Spargo versus Zomba.
the rising #1 player in the world potentially. I think winning here gives him a real spot in the conversation.
Seasoned against this character as he is putting on a masterclass on this first stop. Oh my goodness, that got some reach to a DI and actually stealing some stocks. We've seen it plenty of times before, but Zomba not of that cloth.
Trying to catch Spargo on questionable DI as well. Rob's up air, really the first move that comes to mind when it comes to DI mix-ups for me. Oh no, that's gonna do it, yeah. 140 plus, man. Oh, hold up.
Ooh, interesting, okay.
Maybe expecting an attack.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, he did the aerial.
So, back to Zomba still alive. Don't let it go to waste, my friend.
Oh wow, the clank on the gyro, buying Spargo just enough time to find a grab right there and a forward tilt for the landing trap.
Strong presence already, Spargo putting out. Okay. Zomba coming through. Oh, I like that attempt from Zomba. And Spargo just tried to dunk him for all he's worth, but Zomba having none of it. Maybe gave away. I don't know. I think it would have been better to just kind of return to the stage. Reset the neutral, but nonetheless, it's going to be a nice stop for Zomba, but he doesn't.
70% on this Pyra right now, but that is gonna be it, folks. Down air into prominence remote. No shot of survival.
In the end, Spargo won the runback versus Zomba, defeating him 3-0 and eliminating Zomba at 4th. Now, Spargo went up in losers finals to face Tilde, his last obstacle between him and Grands.
This is going to be really kind of a 180 from what we saw in our winners finals.
Game 1 of losers finals. Tilde doing his best to get that rematch against Sonics. Spargo looking for the first shot at him.
Oh, wow, that up there, yes. It's not quite as potent as the previous.
Not gonna have that same timing right here against Tilde. He's got a second lease on life, but I don't think it's a very long one.
Yeah, I think Tilde too, or Bears, don't let that be the case, my man.
Yeah, the bad news bear is coming out right now
saying,
from Spargo, yeah. Oh, man. Back throw as well. Okay, just set him up, throw that blade beam to check the jump. If you just find any opening, Cloud is so good at killing off stray hits, off safe pressure. Oh, gonna give him limit and kill him at the same time? No, not quite. Oh, my God.
That was it don't look like it has any plans of slowing down. Good Lord.
But the forward tilt, wow.
I didn't even think that was.
See what he's got. Spargo's so ready just to block every area that comes his way. He knows Tilde's got to rush him down at this point. Oh, hold on.
That was gorgeous. He saved his jump, excuse me. Down to the wire. Oh my goodness, Tilde! Tilde! Did he bring it back? Almost! The shine. Is it enough? No, he just narrowly grabs it, but the up smash. Tilde finding every last, just narrowly surviving some of these close calls. Beautiful parry yet again.
Yeah, the way he mixes in his defense to that insane pressure game, right? It's just so hard to keep up with. But Tilde still making his mark here. Gonna take that first stock off. That's the first step. How do you get the rest of that 80 damage that you're trailing by right now?
Again, he uses those spares better than anybody I know. Oh, a little miscommunicado on the back air. He is fortunate. I actually thought he might have been in a little bit of danger, but when it's
seeing the movement here from Tilde, responding with some up tilts. Now he's got this limit as well. Is he gonna spend it? Yes, he is. That raw damage.
He should be all right. He should be all right. He's got one more gas. Oh my goodness, but he didn't have the reach.
In the end, Spargo would defeat Tilde in a 3-1, eliminating Tilde at 3rd place and moving into grand finals against Sonics. Sonics had made grand finals in a run that could only be called a sweep, dropping only one game so far, and Spargo had slogged his way through the losers bracket, eliminating all who held their hopes within it. Once again, we have our losers bracket demon versus our winners bracket sweeper, and only one could walk away from this tournament a winner.
So to see them IRL yet again, you know it's going to be a fiesta, and it's nice to see too, Matt. Put it away just yet. I know Sonic just loves the validation of winning this tournament, beating Spargo, IRL too. Lays it in, gets you a little bit closer. Oh my goodness.
Charging up, the Pirate.
Oh, he's done. Yeah, he's done. I mean, that was just, boom, see you later. Let's see if Spargo can put together another W here. Will Sonic's even things up? Certainly, I mean, the biggest fear that Sonics might just have is like, okay, I don't want to get ran over in the first set. That's going to halt my momentum a lot going further into it. Oh my goodness. Can we finish this? I think this may potentially be deathmatch. It certainly is going to be 0 to death. I want to strap in a little bit, man. Could take a little bit. Or maybe he's just going to elect to be a little extra aggressive, Max. What?
What's this struggle going to turn into? Spargo.
Oh, no.
There. Yeah, just chilling on that platform and shield. On the other hand, we got Sonic. He keeps spinning. He keeps winning. Oh, until he spins right into that. Oh, there it is. And down throw. Spring. Oh, no ledge grab, and that might be it.
Yeah,
I don't think you're going back from this one.
Yeah,
no shot.
Not even needed to touch it. Really kind of funny. They love the dueling chants in the crowd. We got the Let's Go Sonics and the Let's Go Spargos. Everybody trying to pit who they think will be the tournament winner. But the road for Spargo is that much more difficult, about it as much still. In the back of your mind, you know it means so much to him, but we cannot discredit what it would mean to Sonics to win this event. And I'll tell you what, not just win it, Max, maybe just dominate it, because this game number 4, it ain't even close. And that might just be it. Sonics is your Get On My Level 2023 champion. Pay that man respect. Hell's jumping up and down like your main city. You love to see it.
In the end, Sonics would defeat Spargo's Aegis 3-1, with Spargo only managing to take a drop of blood from the Blue Blur himself. Sonics became your winner of Get On My Level 2023 in dominant fashion, only dropping 2 games the entire time and never once being taken to a decisive game. And yet, for as dominant as Sonics seems to be, this is actually his first major win of the year, and his first major win since CEO 2022, which Sonics had won over Riddles. It appears like Sonics is always within major top 8s, if not top 2, and yet clutching out the victory seems to elude him more often than not. Whether it be Light, his bracket demon, or MKLeo's 50th new character, Sonics hadn't been able to go that last mile to the finish line. Until GOML 2023, that is. I mean it with full sincerity when I say that I believe Sonics to be a potential top 5 player. The consistency that Sonics has shown and the mental fortitude that he displays is unmatched within competitive Smash Bros. As a whole. The only other player I can think of with such mental fortitude and composure is perhaps Jmook in Melee. And once again, let me ask a question that many have asked before. How is this man not sponsored yet? Please, somebody get on that. That's going to be it for today's video. Before I go, shout out to my patrons Seth Laster and FireSkull333, as well as my YouTube members Storm Troiper, Loco Soko, and Mattoon. Just a reminder that if you want to support me using either of these venues, link is in the description. Speaking of links, if you want to watch the original VODs, the link to the 2 Twitch VODs I used for this video are in the description below. In case you missed it, I'm changing my upload schedule. I'll be uploading a video like this every single weekday and releasing a short on the weekends, as well as streaming on the weekends. I hope to bring even more great content to you all on a much larger, more consistent scale. Until tomorrow, I've been Mr. Mice, and thank you all so much for watching.